Well, hey there, it's Jen.
And Elke, and welcome to this very special episode of the Jen and Elke show. We are here to talk always about Zazzle, but today we are going to tell you about this new Profit by Design Academy experience, which is our signature course, and what it is in 2025 to enroll in that, because right now enrollment is open. And we are so excited to be able to share with you the differences between what the previous course had and what this course has, because it's not just a course. It's not just boring videos. Even though we already had a really good course, everybody loved it. We realized that things have changed in the Zazzle sphere and also in the economy. And we have recognized that, and we have worked hard over the last couple of months to put this course together. And it's not just a course, it is an experience. What if by the end of October, you had 100 intentional products, which means we can't make any income claims, but intentional means thought out, put together, targeted, really meeting the brief products in your store, irrespective if you're brand new or if you are already on the Zazzle platform, and they're in 5 different niches. You are going to put them into collections, into store categories. You're going to have mock-ups. You're going to have all the right title and tags. And on Pinterest. You're going to post them onto Pinterest. What
And
if
5 different, or not 5, sorry, 10 different design themes and like different styles, right?
Yeah, and we all work on it together. And all of you are going to come up with, even though these are just suggested designs, you're all going to come up with your own design. You're going to get it critiqued. You're going to get checked. You're going to have be pushed to do this so that you can understand how it's possible in 2025, despite the economy, despite the changes on Zazzle, that you can do what it takes to implement our 5 strategy framework, which has worked since 2008, because we started back then developing it, and it's worked for our clients and students since then. And combined, our clients and students have made over $165 million in sales using this 5 strategy framework. And even though we've been teaching it in the Profit by Design Academy all this time since 2017, now you get to see how it gets implemented, because we're going to walk you through it.
Yes. No, it's exciting.
Does that intro? Is anyone on that, and anyone afterwards is watching this? Write in the comments. Are you excited? Are you as excited and crazy as I am about this? It's just so good. And we are here to help you understand that it's not that, you can't. It's that you have to change how you do it, right? So we want you to create a power selling store in this economy. And this is the sales page. So go to elkeclarke.com/start and scale, and you'll see all of these.
The link is in the description of this video.
Yeah, but we're going to walk you through what has changed. And the first thing is, it's not just a course. We're not just leaving you by yourself, but it's also not like a huge coaching thing. So the price is better, which is really important, because in this economy, maybe you don't have as much to invest in yourself, although you need to invest. Otherwise, how are you going to learn all this stuff? You can't learn this on free internet videos. As much as we give away, you need the feedback for your personal store. Every single store that we have helped clients succeed in, and they've made to the point where they're making 5-6 figures in yearly income, every one of those is different. And the reason that means that each person's success is different and personalized, it means that you also need to get that personalized help, right? And coaching is expensive. We charge $1,000 an hour for coaching. We have a lot of clients that are trying to get into this program, whereas you get to be part of this, where we spend a month with you coaching and helping and reviewing and supporting you. And we're going to get it all done in October, which is awesome, because it's going to be this huge bonus that's associated with the launch of this new Profit by Design Academy course, where pretty much everything except for the 5 strategies has been thrown out and new stuff's been put in. We're focusing on helping you with anything that can help make you more efficient with AI. We're helping you really understand the market in today's economy. And we've introduced something called the PDA Playbook. And it is the biggest part of our new course and experience. So why don't you just scroll down a little bit?
Yeah.
Unless you want to say something else about this.
No, just that is at elkeclarke.com/start and scale, and you'll see this page here that we're sharing.
Yeah, and you'll see in the pink, it says things have changed and you're maybe feeling it. What used to work doesn't really work anymore. You can't just throw spaghetti against the wall and see if it sticks and actually get some sales. Plus, you're not here to look for just a few sales. You want a 5- and 6-figure Zazzle profitable business. That means that you've got to sell a lot of stuff. And customers may not be like, you may have this really strange attitude or belief that because the economy is bad, that must mean that everyone's not spending money. But it's not that the economy is bad, it's that there's been a shift as to who has the money. And the shift goes to the people that want quality and they want more value. And so you can't just put some clip art up and expect people to buy it for, a very expensive price. Instead, you've got to deliver more on what the customer wants. That means you have to be better at your business, not just like it doesn't work. It's not a like black and white. It is more of a push towards running a successful business that has actually a targeted approach that's going to serve the customer. So if you want to go down a little bit more, so today's customer wants, and I don't know if you can make that bigger, but they want to be seen and heard as to what they want, right? They're not going to see a product and look at it and go like, oh, they get me, and this is exactly what I wanted. Can you go down a little bit further so you can see all the today's customer wants? So there, stop there. So the whole point is that you have to get them to you have to convince them to buy. You can't just go like, I made this really pretty design and it should sell. No, you have to go like, did that person want that design? Are they willing to pay for it? And if you do and run a business properly, then you will know the answer to that. And that's one of the things that we're teaching you in this new experience, because you've got to do that talking through. You have to, and we've spent the first week with you in October really flushing that out for you. And also just understanding what products meet the need that they have. And also then we get into the basics of, let's get this SEO straightened away, making sure that customers can actually find your product. Because if you make really great products but are very poor at SEO, which means search engine optimization, which means using keywords to make customers find your listings, then you're not going to be able to, even if you have the best product ever, have your product seen and bought, okay? And so that is really important, because we have developed our own Profit by Design Academy ChatGPT prompt to make sure that you maximize your ability to label your listings properly, to be seen specifically on the Zazzle platform. So whoever's really excited about that alone should make you want to enroll yesterday. And then the other option, or the last thing, is they don't want to be sold to, which is so important, because you can't just throw your stuff up and go like, I made it, so you want to buy it. No, people want to have, and this goes back to the beginning, they want to be seen and heard, right? They want to go like, wow, this person really put a lot of thought and effort into providing exactly what I need. I don't know how they figured it out, but I'm going with this. And because in this economy, speed is a value. In this economy, design and use, and not just having to search and really like take a lot of time to find something and to see what else they need and be of service, and also be able to use the customization tool properly on the Zazzle platform. All of these things where you come in as a designer and can really make a big difference, those are the things that people pay money for. And so that's what you're going to do. It comes all the way down to designing and to offering and to marketing. And we're teaching you that in the Profit by Design Academy experience at all new levels. And it's all really cool because it's organic and you don't have to pay for ads. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Scroll a little bit. So what does your go up? What does your store need? They need the 5 strategy framework, which always has worked and is still continuing to work. The problem is a lot of people don't know how to implement it properly. And because of that, we're going to be with you for a whole month to help you understand exactly what that means. And the next part is you can't sell something you don't have. And even if you have it, but it's not what people want, you're not going to sell it. So that's where intentional products come in. So the 5 strategy framework runs your business. The intentional products is your inventory that gives you the cash. And so we need that to be locked in. And our entire month-long time with you is going to drill that in and drill that in and drill that in. And most of the course will be able to be done within a month. And then you'll have some next steps in the course that you can do after we've finished our month-long experience that you will do on your own. So literally, it's not going to take you 3 months to do this course if you do it with us in the Achieve Bootcamp and really understand what it means to implement the 5 strategies, which we're going to keep showing you with every action we show you how to take, whichever thing that you're supposed to fix and do in order to actually get the sales as you're moving through our Profit by Design Academy playbook. So let's just go a little bit further down. Our 5 strategy framework is.
And I don't know if this just happened by chance or someone who's on live with us, but we just sold a PDA course. So welcome to whoever purchased that, if that was you online with us. Exciting.
Awesome. We're so excited because you know what? We're almost frustrated with people because they aren't taking the momentum. This is one of the best times to ever be on the Zazzle platform because e-commerce is just thriving. And if you have the products that we're even going to make you make and post in your store can actually be ready and possibly integrated into this platform for selling so that you can even sell these at Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Like we just want to get you going. We want to make sure that you start succeeding. We have a really hard time because we can't say that it's going to be true that you're going to make money because that's up to you. But it works for people who implement our 5 strategies. And we just, maybe there's a disconnect as to how that works. And so we're making sure that we visually walk you through everything. We have so many cool features that you're going to be so amazed at, and you're going to be so taken care of, even in that 1 month, but even afterwards, because the course really just gives you what you need in order to get this going. And the idea is that you're running a business monthly, right? So first of all, what you're going to find out, especially in the first week of our Achieve Bootcamp, is that if your store, for example, if you've already been on Zazzle and your store has stopped selling or hasn't sold very much recently, and you're going like, oh, it must be an external reason. But no, it's actually an internal reason because it means that you don't have a business set up properly. Our 5 strategies aren't set up in your store. And so change is a really great thing to happen, even though maybe it sucks exactly, excuse my language, but it shows you, ooh, I'm not actually properly set up in my business in order to sustain the change or sorry, what's the word for it? Resist it and survive it, right? Instead of failing, you're thriving in the change because your business actually is flexible and it's run on good business practices. All businesses, even during bad times, the ones that are set up properly, run and thrive in that, even in a bad economy. So all you're really realizing is that, hey, I'm not set up properly yet with my store. And then the 5 strategies have been that thing that's helped Jen and I, even through all these economic changes since 2008, and also with our students and clients who've thrived through COVID, for example, and they're thriving now. It's just that if their store isn't set up properly, they're showing the leaks, they're showing the cracks, and it's frustrating to them, and they're overwhelmed. It's like, what am I doing wrong? And it's like, I thought I did everything right. So we're going to just get into your stores and go like, this is what's wrong, or here, this is how you can fix this. And this is so valuable. And to get it in a very short time frame, rather than through a big long coaching program like what we've done before, which has been really awesome and people love it. But we are just making sure that everyone gets everything they need faster than ever, so that you can react and take action faster than ever. Okay, so I think we can move on, right? And
Okay.
and now what's the next thing? So as I've already alluded to, what if you can just sit down with us, and in the first week we analyze your business, and if you're absolutely brand new, we help you set up your business so that it's like, who am I selling to? And I know it's kind of the boring stuff, but it targets what your plan is. It's going to give you the thing that you need to decide on what and who you're selling to. And you're going to also figure out what are your skill sets, because you might think you're doing everything great, but it turns out you're actually leaving so much money on the table because you don't have the skill sets, either business-wise or anything to do with like posting products, deciding what the product design should be, selecting the graphics, or creating the graphics, or understanding the market. So many things get involved. And a lot of people maybe think that they're walking through those steps, but no one's given them feedback except for the fact that they're not selling, as to what might be the best way to start selling faster. And so that is so valuable that we're going to be working with you on that in the first week. Now, in the second and third week, and possibly the fourth week, because we're still thinking how fast can people do this, but Jen and I, we set this up for you. We did the 100 products first, and we put them into a sample store that you're going to get a chance to look at. And when you get a chance to look at those, you're going to see exactly how we designed them, exactly how we titled and tagged them, exactly where we put them in a store category, exactly what collections we put them in, exactly where we pin them to Pinterest. And you're going to love getting all that visual so that you can learn. Okay. And it took us how long, Jen?
For posting all the products?
And promoting them and doing everything that usually takes people forever.
Yeah, well, within a couple days. Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, obviously, you probably aren't going to be as quick as us, but we've set it up in such a way that you will be able to create the original designs based on our prompts, and you're going to be able to make the extra products, because not all of them are original designs, because we have a system and we have a plan that works really, really well. And we've decided, and we've researched, and we've checked to make sure that we're making you put things on, like the designs on very specific products that sell in those niches or niches, and help you with the workflow. So we not only have the workflow, which is a planner, the PDA product posting and promotion planner, and we have AI prompts to help you with a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, this is going to be so good. All right, keep going.
Okay. All right, so join us inside the Profit by Design Academy.
So as I mentioned before, 100 products posted for sale in a month. You're going to label the listings for visibility in a month. You're going to set up your store categories so that they work in a month. You're going to promote to Pinterest for self-referrals in a month. And we're going to tell you exactly what boards to pin to, what boards to make up, what are the SEO, what kind of pins should you make. And this is the best way to promote externally. And you're going to be able to do it and think like, well, that didn't seem as hard as it should be. And because Elke and Jen made it easy for you. Okay. And you're going to do a lot of stuff that's on the platform, on the Zazzle platform, that really makes you stand out from the sea of sameness with your products. There's so many people that are out there, posting in certain niches or niches, and how do you stand out? How do you get your listing seen? We have some very important organic marketing techniques that we use with mock-ups and collections that's going to help you have your product seen and be competitive in wherever niche you're posting. But we're not even making you choose. We're first of all just telling you you've got to have products in these particular niches. And so that's the first 100 products. Okay. And then guess what? When you've finished that, you can use all the tools that we give you to do it again next month. Okay, keep going. All right, we've done, like I've already said this, so we've promoted the product, or we've done the research, and if you don't believe us, it's going to be true, and we're going to make you get there and make those 100 products. And why did we pick 100 products? We picked 100 products because that has been our tried and true tested way that we are developing our inventory in our stores, and all the stores that our students had. On average, 100 products is the baseline for what should be put in the store in a variety of different ways, that so that you can have your like a lot of different options open for you. And because of that, things start to take off. You're not doing it just in one little area. You're not just doing something that's very unique and like niche down so that no one sees it because there's hardly anyone looking for it. We are helping you create what we call an evergreen inventory plan. And so we're so excited for this because the inventory should then start to sell all year long, right? And that's what you want. You want to have sales all year long. Even though I teased you with doing the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, those products that would sell during that time should also sell during other times of the year. And that is how to actually create the best strategy for your Zazzle store in terms of a business plan. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
All right. And I don't know if we have any comments in the chat or anything, but we do have some people on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said I'll let you know, but yes, people can comment and we will be able to see the comments. So if you want or have any questions that you would like to ask, we can answer them here on live while you're watching with us.
Okay, so the bonus experience is this first month in October. We start on September 29th. So you have a week to get into this course. We release the first module on September 29th. We help you with your business plan and assessing your skill sets and getting you the training and everything, because we have it all in the course, right? So then once we understand where you're at, are you brand new? Have you been on Zazzle for a while? Do we need to upgrade some of your skills? Do you need to change your business plan? All that will be handled in the first week. And you'll have all the tools and all the training to get, like in the course itself, to go watch those certain videos to help you brush up on stuff, right? And then also you have our staff, which are all Profit by Design Academy graduates, in the help community, because we're going to have a community open for a whole month. And in that community, we're going to be reviewing all of your work, which is going to be really cool. And Jen and I are in there like a dirty shirt because we're going to be reviewing all your stuff too. Some people do these courses and then they go like, oh yeah, my staff's going to look at your stuff. No, Jen and I are going to look at your stuff because we're the Zazzle Expansion Experts. And we have people that are going to help you and guide you. But if our staff goes like, no, this is something Jen and Elke need, then we are going to be the ones reviewing, right? We're very focused on making sure you have a solid business plan, that you are very clear as to what is the issue, so that as to, if you haven't been making money on the platform, maybe there's something that we can just point out really easily because we've had all this experience. But also if you're brand new, we can go like, ooh, maybe like don't go in that direction, or try this one instead, because you do have a lot of really great skill sets for this, but maybe this will be a little bit hard for you. So we're going to be able to say things to you like that. And if you want that kind of feedback, we are so excited to be able to give that to you. And then after the 1 month is over in January, we're going to check in on you. Every one of you is going to get a store review in January of 2026 to make sure you're still okay and you're still doing well. Because if you buy a course, sometimes you go like, okay, I'll get to it later. And then all of a sudden a whole bunch of months go by. And so this is going to give you incentive to get your store really up and running and doing so well. And so that when Jen and Elke check on your store, you're going to get like brownie points. We're like, good for you. We're so happy for you. Okay, so keep going.
Okay.
Scroll a little bit more. And then, so now we're going to get into just a couple of details. Keep scrolling. You guys can read this on your own time. But we just wanted to also just point out that this is a really great opportunity for you for no matter what, whether you're a brand new person like Dorothy, and if you can go a little bit higher so we can see the whole, like Kelly and Dorothy's, I don't know if you can go just slightly higher because can't see the bottom part of, there we go. But yeah, so you can read these reviews, but Dorothy and who's the other person? Now I can't see the bottom. There we go. They've been through the Profit by Design Academy, and they have now experienced that first rush of getting their first sale after either not believing that it's possible for them because they're brand new, or even in some cases someone who's been on the platform but new enough because they haven't sold anything, but now all of a sudden they do. So it's not, it's not something that you should have to experience of constantly trying and not actually getting a result. And if that's the case, then as we've always talked about, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're not going to get a different result, right? So try this different thing to get a different result and possibly get that first sale. Okay, next.
Okay.
So now if you're a Zazzle owner but you're not selling, then you've created some bad habits, which I know it's not very nice of me to say that, but like your results show you what the issue is. It's that something's not aligned with you being able to sell. And because of that, we love helping people in that regard, because you know what? Every one of these people that we've helped, they're so creative. They're so talented. They have so many great ideas. And yet there's just something that just wasn't clicking. And Jen and I are really good at figuring out what that is, whether that's a mindset thing, or it's just, they're in the wrong niche, or they're just focusing on the wrong, like their productivity is off or something. And that all goes back to the 5 strategies of being able to run a business properly. Just one of those, or several of those strategies are not working. But once they are working harmoniously together, the magic happens. And then you've got some people who we are showcasing there. Okay, and then who's next? And we even have people who have been on Zazzle for a long time, have been selling well, but are now struggling for whatever reason, right? The new ambassador program might be affecting you, which only the people who have been on Zazzle understand what that is. And if you're new, it wouldn't matter anyway, because the 5 strategies still work, even with the ambassador program. It's the ones that haven't had their businesses running properly, and then the ambassador program got instituted in April, and they see a drop and they can't figure out how to get out of the drop and get back to normal earnings. The 5 strategies are where we start. And once we get that chance to look at what you're doing in your own store, then you'll start to know what you need. And then all of it is there, right there in the Profit by Design Academy for you. Even if you've already been in one of our trainings before and been in the Profit by Design Academy before, but something's still not right, because otherwise you would be one of our top sellers, like Brandon, Christine, and Susan, and all the others that we keep mentioning. And we don't even put them on anymore because everyone's like overwhelmed. It's like, how am I ever going to get there? You have to start at the beginning. And that's where we are so focused now on having completely shifted this Profit by Design Academy experience. Even though we're still teaching the 5 strategies, we are literally getting in dirty with you, because we want to make sure that you truly understand what it takes and how to get there, so that you can start that process of being efficient, being able to understand how to run a business, make those decisions, understand what the data is showing you, and be able to act and positively make a difference, rather than just getting really frustrated that something changed and now you're not making as much money. Okay, I think that's, like, I just talked everyone's ear off, but I'm so excited. Can you tell? I think it's going to be the best thing Jennifer and I have ever brought out. And you can walk yourself through the rest of this if you need more information for the tire kickers. But otherwise, you know what? Sometimes you just have to trust and understand that if someone is there saying, I will actually help you, and you can listen to my opinion and then make a decision, and that's already worth the price of entry, then that would be worth every penny of enrolling in the Profit by Design Academy. And we forgot to tell about what the secret is. Like, what's the price? We better get back on and just explain that.
Yeah.
Very quickly. That's the other thing. There's no more discounts. It's already discounted as much as possible. We don't like all that fake stuff. So it is $2,222, irrespective of if it's now or Black Friday. No more discounts. We did one for the July birthday sale because we were in the development stages. And so anyone who was an early responder or adapter who's already in the program, you benefit from anything that we bring out as a bonus from here because you already signed up. Okay. And if you sign up today, same deal. No matter what we do over the next week where we make it incentivized for people, or they come through our Sold Bootcamp, or they come through our masterclass, or they come through our holiday card design challenge where we're going to offer a certain special bonus. Never is the price going to discount, but the bonuses will be provided and given to anyone who trusts us and gets enrolled. And then, but we are going to give you a discount for paying in full. Okay. So the pay in full price, as you can see here, $1,997. So you're saving a whole bunch of money already. And as I said earlier, Module 1 gets released on September 29th. Module 2 gets released at the end of that week, depending on how we do, whether it's that Friday night or if it's somewhere during the weekend. But then you'll get access to the entire course from then on. Okay. Just because we want to have everyone on the same page, because we're doing this together as a big collective. And because we're doing it as a big collective, everyone's going to be so excited and cheered on and accountable and do it. And we're all going to be so much better off in a month from now because we've all made 100 products. So we really get it as to how the 5 strategies get implemented. Okay. And then for anyone who's not able to pay it in full, there's an option for you to pay $497 now, and then a month from now, like in 30 days, your payments start of 8 more monthly payments of $216. Okay, and the irrespective of a payment plan or the full price, like one-time payment, you get access to the modules as they get released. Okay, and we don't have the bonuses. We do have the bonuses that I talked about, like the 1 month experience. We also have maybe go down and show. We have another 1 day Zazzle experience that we're going to have like a mini conference, and you all get a ticket to it. And then you also get your store review in January. So elkeclarke.com/start and scale. Maybe you want to put the URL right here as a banner, not just in the link in the description. And then there are other bonuses, and you can stop the screen share after that. Yeah. There's other bonuses that we are going to be just verbally providing you based on when we're offering them. But right now, if you're here on live, and there are 3 people on, if you purchase while we're on live, you are going to get an extra 3 months worth of products to make using our Profit by Design Academy playbook template. That is a huge value. It's worth $2,000 plus dollars, because it's actually worth more, because it's you're going to have 3 months worth in addition to the first month of what to make specifically, what titles and tags to add, what categories to put them in, what collections to put them in, etc. It's going to be like you will not you just want to have this. Okay. Are you you put the start and scale in? Do you want to say anything, Jen?
No, but actually stop screen share there. We're just really excited to have this new course updated and help you out in this changing world and changing and throughout all the transitions that have happened, not only in the economy, but then also on Zazzle, because Zazzle has updated a lot of tools and also their website and added new products. And so Elke and I are just really excited to share those updates with you and give you that competitive edge, not only with the playbook where you get the 100 products, which is extremely well laid out and formatted for you so that you can know exactly what collection to put them in, exactly what category, how to promote them, and how to make all these mock-ups, but then also utilizing AI technology, like Elke mentioned, using ChatGPT prompts to help with your titles, tags, and your mock-ups. And it's so well done and robust. We're extremely excited, and it's so different than the original course. If you've been part of our previous one way back when we first started, or if you've just recently been part of our coaching program, the new updates are definitely for anybody who's even been in one of our courses before, because there's so much more value added and different things in this course, in addition to all the 5 strategies and things that people are familiar with.
I can't wait for everyone to be in, and let's just make October the best month ever, with everyone making their 100 products and just getting their Zazzle stores off on the right foot and just thrive.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you in the Profit by Design Academy, and welcome to the people who've already purchased. We can't wait for you to dive in and get started. All right. Bye.